Nathan Jones, disappointing 2-1 defeat here at Accrington Stanley, and you bow out of the FA Cup. What are your thoughts on this 90 minutes?
Yeah, I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. There's nothing really in the game first half. Then right before half time, my defensive midfield player pulls out of a challenge. No one closing down. Same people making same errors for the goal, and then they score a good goal. From their point of view, it's a good goal. It's curler, top corner. But before that, my right back gives the ball away with an inside pass again. Then my central midfield player pulls out of a challenge, and then we don't close the thing down again, and then they put it top in. Then we come out and we better side second half. We have a number of chances. Then we get back into the game. Brilliant. And then suddenly the right-footed winger, who's put one in the top bin first half, is allowed to cut inside and put a ball in our box that they can score from. Just naive defending. After that, we had enough chances to have got something from the game to take it to at least a replay, but we weren't clinical enough. But the thing for me was I'm having to make changes in the side because there's too many people not affecting. I had to do it at Portsmouth and it cost us because Danny Hilton went down. We had to play the last thing with 10 men. Nearly happened again today because one is an enforced error, enforced change, but the other ones are because too many people not affecting the game. So look, I'm disappointed, but I felt we went out. We should have got something from the game, clearly, but we went out with a whimper. We really did.
There was really nothing much in that first half at all, was there, either way, and neither keepers had a save to make, and it was disappointing all round. And that goal came from nothing, really, didn't it? But it was errors that we've given them the chance.
It didn't come from nothing. What it did was our right back plays the ball inside again and gives it away, and then because it's a 50-50, my defensive midfield player pulls out of a challenge, doesn't go through it. And that's what's cost us. So if the ball's a little bit tighter, Ollie plays it around the corner. If he's a bit more committed, he comes out of the challenge and wins it. So then the goal doesn't happen. But fair play to them. It's a great strike. It's avoidable, and that's a disappointing thing. Because when we came out and we had a little bit of a goal second half, then we were better side. We got in 2 or 3 times. We had one-on-one chances, but for me, it's just disappointing, really.
Jake Gray with the goal, the equaliser. I mean, just a word on him. He's been missing in recent weeks, but he's come back into the side today, and I thought took the goal quite well. Yeah,
took the goal quite well, and said the first minute he had a chance. Right from kick-off we had a chance, and he's attacking midfield player, and we said we needed someone to replace Cameron's goals, and he's got an opportunity to do that. It's just, look, I'm really disappointed. It's an FA Cup tie, but we didn't really start. We didn't really show like a top side in this division that really wanted to win a cup tie, and that's the thing I'm disappointed about. And same people making the same errors, and that's the thing that things are frustrating for me. Really, really is.
You said there were chances. You brought Jack Marriott on quite early in the second half to try and liven things up. He got involved straight away. 2 one-on-ones. Do you feel he should have scored at least one or both of them? Or was it down to good goalkeeping?
No, if you 1-on-1, you're favoured, you should score, I think. But I think the other one we scored from anyway, the rebound, in terms of the first one he had, the keeper saved it, but we scored from the rebound, Jake Gray did. But the second one is an opportunity to take it to a replay at least, or to have a barnstorming finish, and we didn't take it. But that's the way it is. And it's disappointing because we've gone out of the cup. We wanted to stay in. But we'll regroup now. We've got another cup game on Tuesday, and then we'll regroup and ultimately the cliche is concentrating on league.
With the exception of Cameron McGinn, 4 other changes today. Just talk us through those. Alex Gilead not involved in the squad. We understand he's probably gone back to Newcastle.
Yeah, Alex has gone back. We knew that anyway, so that's why we brought in Lawson Dath. So we knew that. And then obviously Danny Hilton was injured today in terms of his. We've had to just give him a little bit of rest, and I think he had an injection the other day, so he's that was planned. And we miss them people. Cameron we missed. Jake took his chance well. Danny we do miss, because for me he's the best player in the league. So it's frustrating.
And I mean, you've been very passionate and enthusiastic in the past. Your interview today, you've highlighted 1 or 2 individuals particularly that haven't performed for you. How's it been in the dressing room with the players today, and how have they reacted differently today to normal?
Well, I'm full of praise for my team. I praise my team on a regular occasions, and I tell them how proud I am and stuff. Today, today was a poor performance for me all over. Yeah, we could have come, but that doesn't mask. We could have come out with it and could have got a draw or could have nicked it, but that doesn't mask the performance and a few individuals. You know, at times at the first half we had to be braver, and then we could have imposed ourselves a little bit more because it was a non-event first half, and then the goal for half time really sort of gave them a little bit of a lift, but it was avoidable. And look, we can go over these things, but now we're into the nitty gritty, and I said now with this game it means we won't have 2 games a week and so on. So I'll pick the side that I feel I can trust, side that's going to perform for me, side that's going to do well for me, and side I believe in.
And right at the end, Glenn Ray, a very rash challenge, was almost fortunate to only get a second yellow rather than a straight red, perhaps, or down on the touch line. A needless challenge, wasn't it? Yeah, probably. But he's committed, and it's a lack of discipline. But I'm not going to berate the boy because I trust him, and he's committed to the cause as anyone. He doesn't let me down very often, and as I said, I love that kid, and I'm glad he's ours. It was a rash challenge, but again, we've had a few. Smudger, we've had to pull Smudger off because he was going to get thin, because he needs to control his emotions sometimes and control an element of control to his game, and he was lucky not to go as well. So look, we have to be better. We have to be better, but we will be, because as I said, I'm not going to accept performances like that, and we won't have them too often. And with the looking ahead, you've already mentioned the next competition, the Checker Trade on Tuesday night. That's seen different players involved in past games. What's your thoughts going into Tuesday as to reaction to this game, and what players out there perhaps need some game time? Yeah, there's a few that will need game time because of just to get them up to speed and so on. And we'll do that. We'll use the squad again because, as I said, we've got the good squad. We want to compete. We're competing on 3 fronts now. That's down to 2. So look, we know it's a difficult game. We're going to prepare well, and we'll give it a go. Ultimately, the frustration from today, Luton Town aren't the name in the 4th round of the FA Cup, which it could be a massive draw. It could be a massive draw, but it could be. And look, this is a difficult game coming away here. It's a difficult place to come. What the problem was, we're just nowhere near where we needed to be. We were nowhere near where we need to be in possession, especially first half. Not brave enough. When we did really have a go, look, we were the better side, but we just couldn't score, and we missed chances. But I'm just disappointed with the level of goals, the type of goals we conceded, because they're avoidable and they just sloppiness in what we do, And just finally, we always ask these questions in January. Obviously, the transfer window, you've been busy bringing in Lawson already. We've seen your quotes on that. But your thoughts on what you've seen today, what your thoughts for the rest of the transfer window? Does anything change, or do you still have a plan that you've set to for the targets and the players that you're after? No, we have plans and things that we want. Maybe we need to be a little bit ruthless, and I'm quite prepared to be ruthless because I want to succeed here and I want to do well. But we have targets we want. They won't change. Just maybe a few other things might. Okay, thanks for your time, Nathan. Cheers.
With Alex, has he been recalled, or did you say that?
Look, his loan was up, and I think it was best for everyone that he went back after speaking to the boy and having to, what we were doing. He feels he plays in a different position and so on. So it felt for the good of everyone. We felt it best to let him go back. He's done very well for us. We thank him for a real good time. It's a pleasure to have him here. He's a real good kid, a real good lad. But we felt we needed a little bit different now.
And the 2 players that you've mentioned, have you had words with them individually about the goals today?
No, I've just said in front of everyone. It's not individual. They know they did. I said half time. Half time was poor decision making, real poor decision. But some of these things keep happening. Right? Some of these things keep happening. So that's when maybe a ruthless streak needs to be had by the manager, because I can't keep making excuses and compromising on certain things. I want to know that when the 11 I put out there, I can rely on for everything. Now, I've waxed lyrical about their performances and how good they are at times and how this and how that, but they have to make sure that the top sides don't make those silly errors. Top sides don't make them. And I believe we're a top side, but at times they don't really back that up, and that's what happened today.
You mentioned about Jake Gray coming in. Obviously, it's difficult to replace Cameron's goals. I think he was the top scoring midfielder in the top 4 division in 2016. But does Jake Gray have that ability? Can he chip in with a fair few goals?
Well, we hope so. He did it for Hartlepool. That's why we brought him here. That's why we made effort to permanently to bring him here. He scored again today, so we're hoping he can. So it's a number of goals that he has to. Cameron did score for 4 penalties, so hopefully it's just the 7 goals from in half a season we have to replace. And Jake started well today, so he scored 1, but ultimately it didn't prove fruitious.
How unlucky has he been not to feature as much as he'd like this season?
I don't think he's been unlucky. I think it's the strength of the squad and people compete and who we play and so on. And that's well. I mean, look, the day-to-day stuff, I see them every day, and some people are not unlucky to be out of the side because I want to pick good sides. Danny Hilton's not lucky to be in the team. Danny Hilton's in the side because he's my best player every day in training, and he's the best player in the league. Glenn Ray, I pick Glenn Ray all the time because in training he goes through people and defends well and defends properly, and that's what he does. So I pick sides based on what I know of them, what I see of them every day, and how they perform for me. And look, we've been in a good place. This is a bad result, so we won't get too carried away. But certain people have to now get tighter. Certain people have to tighten up their game because, listen, we want to get promoted.
So has there been a conversation with him that he probably has to step up now to sort of fill in that role, Jake Gray?
Kind of. We've reiterated what we expect from him, but he knows that because that's why he's been brought here for. So it's not been right, now you're the new Cameron again. No, he's not. He's different from Cameron. It's a different player from Cameron. Cameron's a different player from anyone else in the league. So now we're looking for different things from different people with the same outcome. So that's what we're looking for.